here we are for the third tutorial. In this one we're doing the stool brace. This is the part that goes between the legs to keep the legs nice and stable so they don't flop around when they're assembled into the stool. Remember, when we assemble the stool, we're going to do it slightly differently, and this brace is actually going to be mounted upside down. But we'll deal with that when we come to the assembly. So we're over here in our new design. We need to save that to start with into your Year 11 flat pack folder. Use your naming convention. Hide your data panel away. We're going to be drawing on the top again. So click there, and we're going to use a rectangle, R for rectangle, and click on that top plane. Just using 2 fingers to move around, and then I'm going to drag my rectangle. The height of the rectangle is 70, and the length of it is 280. Now we need to cut a little joint out of here, a little lap joint, and then we'll be cutting the same out of the other end. So we're going to start, the lap joint comes in 12 millimeters from the edge and then down 20 millimeters. So we're going to start with a line, alpha line, anywhere on here, click and drag 20, type in 20, and then we're going to use our dimension tool, D for dimension, to click and drag, and that needs to be 12. So that looks good, and then we need an alpha line to close that shape up. Now we could do the same on the other end with using the dimension tool, but I'd like to show you another trick for repeating your shape or mirroring it. So I'm going to start with an L for line. You can see when you drag to the middle of the drawing, it just snaps here with an X, that's the middle. I'm going to draw a line straight down there. Now if we come across to our sketch menu and down, we can click on mirror. It's going to ask us to select the objects we'd like to mirror, which is this line and this line. And then we click over here to select the mirror line, which is the line in the middle of the drawing. Just drag this across so you can see the magic happen. Click there, and you can see that shape's mirrored on the other side of the drawing. Now that's going to be a really useful trick for you, or tool for you when you do your own design, because many times you're going to have symmetrical features in your drawing. I've clicked on that and typed delete to remove it, and we're back to T for trim. And you can click, or you can just draw a line through there, and it'll cut those pieces out. So there's the section, or the elevation of the brace, and now we just need to spin around and extrude it. E for extrude, click on the surface and drag it up, and coming up 12 millimeters. And that's that drawing done. Click save, and check in your data panel to make sure it's updated. Still waiting, here it comes, it's coming in there. So I've got my 3 parts there, and now I'm ready to start the stool assembly, the hardest of the first 4 drawings. So I'm going to leave you there, and you can open up the stool assembly tutorial next.